Dual-screen handhelds are making a comeback. And no, this isn't nostalgia bait, but a full-blown revival. The Neo Pocket DS and Thor are proving that people still crave that split-screen magic from the Nintendo DS era. But there's a new contender that could democratize the whole concept, the Anbernic RG DS. A budget-friendly clamshell built for emulation enthusiasts and tinkerers alike. So, let's dive into 10 hidden details that make the Anbernic RG DS one of the most exciting handhelds of 2025, even before it officially launches. A real clamshell built to last. No, Anbernic isn't just slapping two screens together and calling it a day. The RGDS uses a hinged clamshell design reminiscent of the classic DS Lite. Compact, durable, and perfect for pocket travel. Unlike most retro handhelds that rely on exposed displays, this lid-closing form factor means zero scratches when not in use. The hinge also conceals what looks like a center-mounted microphone, a small but crucial detail for authentic Nintendo DS emulation, where games like Nintendogs or Brain Age required mic input. It's a nod to both nostalgia and precision design. It's likely running Android, not Linux. Early leaks pointed to Anbernic's usual custom Linux setup, but clues from insiders and the trailer thumbnails suggest something else: Android. Running Android unlocks far better app compatibility, giving you direct access to Play Store emulators like Drastic or RetroArch, along with streaming apps like Steam Link and Moonlight. This matters because Android simplifies touch input mapping and stylus control, both essential for a dual-screen format. A Linux-based build could have limited input precision, but Android makes the system far more flexible, especially under $100. Probable chipset, Unisoc T618 or H700. At this price, we're not looking at Snapdragon territory, but the most probable brains of the operation are either the Unisoc T618 or the Allwinner H700, both tried and true low-power ARM chips that balance performance and cost. The T618 features an octa-core Cortex A75/A55 architecture with Mali G52 graphics, capable of handling up to PSP and GameCube-level emulation under Android 11 or 12. The H700, if used instead, would align with Anbernic's previous RG3 5XX and RG405 series. Slightly weaker, but thermally efficient and reliable. I mean, either way, that's a lot of horsepower for a $99 clamshell, and enough to run every single DS game natively at full speed. Dual USB-C ports, unheard of at this price. Most budget handhelds cut corners on ports. The RGDS does the opposite. The teaser confirms two USB-C ports mounted on the top, likely one for charging and the other for data transfer or external controller input. Dual port setups are rare, even in mid-tier devices. This small engineering choice means you can charge while transferring ROMs or connect a USB-C hub for gamepads, Ethernet, or HDMI out if Anbernic enables OTG video. It's a forward-thinking move that sets the RGDS apart from every other sub-$100 handheld. 4 distinct colorways. Anbernic understands aesthetic appeal drives community loyalty. The RGDS will launch in red, turquoise, white, and transparent shells. The white version echoes the RG406H's classic shell with color-coded A, B, X, Y buttons, while the transparent one screams early 2000s nostalgia, perfect for collectors. These colors aren't random. They align with Anbernic's consistent design language across its RG series, ensuring that even at $99, the device looks premium on a shelf or in a showcase setup. Screen design dual 4:3 ratio displays. The displays appear to be 4:3 ratio LCD panels, much like the original DS. The aspect ratio hints at native compatibility with DS and GBA games, ideal for purists who hate black bars. The bezels are thicker than modern OLEDs, but that's expected in this class. What's important is that the bottom screen likely includes touch and stylus support. The spacing, bezel cutout, and button layout all suggest there's room for digitizer hardware underneath. If true, it's one of the cheapest devices ever to offer true touch input gaming, something even the Steam Deck OLED can't replicate. Dedicated audio hardware and stereo speakers. Front-facing stereo speaker grills and a 3.5mm headphone jack confirm that Anbernic still prioritizes physical audio fidelity. Retro gaming handhelds live and die by their soundstage, and stereo output makes a huge difference for DS titles that used spatial audio cues. Anbernic's previous models, like the RG405V, already delivered surprisingly clean sound at mid-range volumes, so expect similar tuning here, plus the bonus of Bluetooth audio via Android, letting you sync low-latency earbuds without adapters. Expandable storage via MicroSD. Unlike the locked-down premium models, the RG DS keeps things fully open with a MicroSD card slot for expandable storage. Expect at least 64 GB internal memory, with cards supporting up to 512 GB. This design philosophy stays true to Anbernic's open-source roots, giving users total control over ROM libraries, BIOS files, and firmware experimentation. Pop in a new card, boot a custom OS, or run a different emulator suite. It's your handheld, not a walled garden. Full button array, plus dual analog sticks. Here's where the RG DS breaks free from its DS inspiration. Dual analog sticks. The original DS never had them, but Anbernic adds modern 3D joysticks alongside D-pad, ABXY, and shoulder buttons, 4 in total. This layout supports modern control schemes across PlayStation 1, PlayStation Portable, and GameCube emulation. The placement mirrors that of the RG405 series, meaning players already familiar with Anbernic's ecosystem will feel right at home. Hidden bonus. Those sticks are likely Hall effect, a growing trend even in low-cost hardware, reducing drift and improving durability. It's poised to be the gateway device for new retro gamers. While the Ioneo Pocket DS and Thor are spectacular feats of tech, they cater to enthusiasts with deep pockets. The RG DS is different. It's designed to introduce newcomers to dual-screen emulation, a sub-$100 entry point that recreates the DS experience authentically. It won't emulate 3DS titles flawlessly, and it won't stream Cyberpunk 2077 at 60 FPS. But that's not its mission. This is about affordability meeting passion. A handheld that says you don't need a $400 machine to enjoy great games. In essence, the RG DS might become the modern-day Game Boy SP for the emulation community. Portable, charming, moddable, and endlessly hackable. In an era where handhelds are racing toward desktop-class specs, the Anbernic RG DS reminds us what made portable gaming special in the first place: simplicity, accessibility, and creativity. Sure, it won't dethrone the Ioneo Pocket DS in benchmarks, or the Iron Thor in frame rates, but it doesn't need to. Its under $100 price tag makes it a celebration of thoughtful engineering. A physical reminder that you can still build something fun, open, and inspiring without breaking the bank. So when it finally hits shelves in 2025, the RG DS will be the gateway to an entire new generation of dual-screen dreamers. Players rediscovering the joy of folding open a handheld and stepping into two worlds at once.